Howdy, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Country Boy, and today we're going to be opening up some Super Mario Brothers movie merchandise. If you're a video game player like I am, then you've played tons of Mario games throughout the years. And I mean, that's where I started my video game love, is from Mario, back in the NES days. Super Mario Brothers 3 to be more specific. I liked 1 and 2 as well, but 3 was chef's kiss. Just perfect. That is like the best game to start out playing any kind of video game, because it's got the side scrolling, it's got the secrets, got a little bit of storytelling in there, it's got the 2-player, just fantastic. You can't not love that game. I don't care who you are. It's got the great music and everything. Bowser's the bad guy. Of course he's the bad guy. Bowser's always the bad guy. But anyways, today we're opening up figures from the movie that's coming out pretty soon here. Pretty soon, yeah. And I didn't know what figures I wanted for Mario. Like, I wanted to open up some sort of Mario stuff. I've wanted Mario stuff for a while. But I was like, what ones do I want? And then I saw the movie ones. And I was like, whew. The detail on these things look pretty freaking sweet. I might have to pick these up. And so, guess what? I did. So, without further ado, I'll show you the ones that I have. Starting with this guy. We got Toad, who's the little guy with the mushroom cap head. Just cute as a button, as he always is. Toad. You can't go wrong with Toad. And then I'll also open up Princess Peach. Princess Peach. Just beautiful, adorable. You know, the love interest. She's the one that he saves in a lot of the games. But in some other games, you know, you can play as Peach. She's a total badass herself. Love Peach. Love Peach. Then we've also got Luigi, the younger bro, or the bro. I don't know if he's younger or not. The bro of Mario. I mean, it's called Mario Brothers, so he is the second of the two, I guess. My personal favorite, honestly, if I'm being honest. I like the green, and he's taller. He jumps higher usually. So Luigi, we gotta get Luigi opened up in here. Then we also got Mario, the classic Mario. He's probably the most well-known video game character of all time. One of the most well-known characters, period. Like, you got like your Mickey Mouse, you got him, you got, I don't know, the Ghostbusters logo. What else is up there? Mario is iconic. So we got to get Mario opened up, obviously, because he's what the whole name of the movie's about. And then we got one last one, and he's a big boy, the bad guy, Bowser. How can you have a Mario game or a Mario movie without this guy? And let me tell you, this guy is chonky. He's a big boy. I can't wait to open him up. And he's got a few surprises you might not know about. So when I get to him, he'll probably be the last thing I open, just because he's got that cool little extra bit going on. So I guess without further ado, what we're going to do is look at the packaging. And so for the packaging, we'll start out with Toad. As you can see, it says Toad on the side there. It says 3+. That's the age that you're appropriate to be able to play with this, I guess. Anybody younger than that, they might be choking on something. Who knows? But it's kind of simpler packaging. It's got Mario from the movie on the cover there, Super Mario Brothers movie, some warnings and attention and whatnot on there. And it's made by Jakks Pacific. I don't have any other Jakks Pacific toys in my collection anywhere, so this will be my first. We'll see what kind of quality they make. I know they also make the video game versions of Mario characters and stuff like that. So hopefully they've learned something and they can, make a really good movie version as well too. That's what we're looking for. There's the Nintendo seal of approval right there, official Nintendo. On the side, there's obviously a picture of the figure itself. You got cute little Toad going with his pan and his backpack and everything. Very cute. I don't know if you can see on the side as well, like there's little mushroom symbols as well too. It's kind of like an embossed, glossy look to it. I'm not sure if you can see it from, well, you can sort of see it on camera there. It shows up there. So there you go. It says Toad again, realistic eyes, premium details, 9 points of articulation. So not very many points of articulation, but he's a little guy. They usually don't have that much articulation when they're that small. Imported by Walmart Canada, if you didn't know. Don't know if that was necessary to put on here, but okay. And then on this side, bigger image of the figure itself. And yeah, looks like Toad, definitely a Toad. Let's see the top. You can just kind of see more of the window, and then the logo for the movie as well. And then on the bottom, I got blue bottom with a bunch of credits and extra writing. Go ahead and pause if you want to read it all. I sure as heck don't. But yeah, that'll be Toad in his packaging. Next up, we will do Peach. Princess Peach or Princess Toadstool, depending on what version of Mario we are talking about. So again, the same similar packaging, says Peach, 3+ right there. Same Mario symbol, and then figure of Peach on the side, Jakks Pacific, similar. Everything else is very similar. And then on the back, again, another image of her. I see everything's kind of highlighted in pink though this time instead of the blue that Toad had. So realistic eyes, premium details, 8 points of articulation. So he actually has 1 less point of articulation less than Toad does, apparently. Okay. And then a bigger image of Peach right there. And then it's Peach right there. Then on the top, not too much to see. Just more symbols embossed and stuff. And then, like I said, pink. She's got the pink highlights, so it makes sense. She is Peach. Yeah, so that will be Peach's packaging. And then next up, we'll do someone else. So next up, we got Luigi, my favorite, personally. You know, he doesn't get enough loving. Mario gets all the credit. Luigi's always there next to him, too. He should be getting just as much credit, if not more. I feel like this guy goes above and beyond and doesn't get all the credit that he deserves. But anyways, here we go. Luigi's packaging. It says Luigi there, 3+ in the green, as you can see. You see the kind of pattern that's going on here, obviously. There he is. He's got his flashlight going on. Pretty cool. Jakks Pacific again. Super Mario Bros. Movie. And there's the green circles around the realistic eyes, premium details, 16 points of articulation. Wow, that's double the amount that Peach had. That's crazy. She must not be able to move very well. And then a bigger image, obviously, of Luigi again, and Luigi on the side. The top, same as before, not too much going on there. And the bottom, the green with all the credits as well, too. So that will be Luigi. Can't wait to get these guys open. Man, they look pretty sweet. And here we have the man of the hour, Mario. Super Mario Brothers. So he's Mario, I guess, if they're the Mario Brothers, right? That was never explained. I don't know if they actually are called Mario, or they just say they're the Mario Brothers because he was born first and they just call themselves that. Who knows why? That's what they're called. They're the Mario Brothers. And so this is packaging. Mario. In red, it says 3+. This side here, we got him with his plunger because he's a plumber, obviously. Jakks Pacific down there. More Mario Brothers movie. At the top, realistic eyes, premium details, 16 points of articulation. So he has the same amount of articulation as Luigi does as well. And yeah, another big image of him and an even bigger image of Mario and Mario on the side. And then we go to the top, not too much going on there. On the bottom, it's in red, obviously. You gotta have it in red. He's Mario. So I guess there's only one figure left, and guess who that is? You'll find out in a sec. Here's the big guy himself, Bowser. Looks like Bowser does. He looks really cool. This guy is pretty chonky, pretty big. So definitely a big box compared to the other guys. It says Bowser right there, 3+ up there. Jakks Pacific, Mario symbol on the side. Look at that. Looks like he's breathing some smoke. Pretty sweet. That's definitely Bowser for you. Looking cool. And then on the back here, he's breathing some more smoke with his hands out even more. Fire breathing effect. Oh, did you know that? He has a fire breathing effect. And he's got premium details plus 14 points of articulation. So 2 points less than Mario and Luigi, but that's not a big deal. He's a big boy. They usually have a hard time moving around anyways. And there he is. Big image. Bowser, it says on the side. And then we'll go to the top. And not too much to see there. And then on the bottom, it's in yellow with all the credits and everything. Boom. So that'll do it for Bowser and all of the packaging. Next, there's nothing left to do but to get into it and open the packaging.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
All right, and first up, we got Toad out of the packaging. Looking like Toad does. Just an adorably cute guy with a big old mushroom hat, which I assume is a hat. I don't think they've ever come right out and said that these are hats. Like, is it like Smurfs, you know, with the white stocking caps that they wear? I'm assuming so. These are hats. That'd be a weird head that he has. Yeah, so this is Toad. Looking really cute. Voiced by Keegan-Michael Key in the movie, which, from what I've heard, sounds pretty bang on. I really like the way that he sounds. But look at the figure. This thing looks pretty cool. Like, you can't take this hat off if it is a hat. So it definitely is on there. But look at the articulation that he has. He's got rotation. It can go all the way around if you want him to. Goes down, up, a little bit of left, a little bit of right. Not too much, but look at that smile. Isn't that just adorable? Man, you just want to be friends with this guy. And his arms go up like that, about 90-ish. Then he go over 90 degrees, it looks like. And then his elbow bends forward like this. So it is limited types of articulation, but for what you're getting, for what you want, I mean, it totally works for these characters. And then he also has his feet kick like that. Look at that. Like he's walking. He's like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Totally cool. Or you can have him sitting down. Look at that. Oh, man. You just made him even cuter. Look at that. Damn. This guy is so cool. So cool. And then he's got his cool backpack, which totally makes him want to fall backwards. So I kind of got to position him just right so that he's like leaning forward a little bit. But this backpack has quite a bit of detail. Like he's got rope in there. He's got himself a cup. He's got himself a blanket. He's got himself a lantern. He's got himself a pickaxe right there. So he's going to do some mining. Because I guess that's what Toad does. You know, he digs. And then he also comes with this accessory right here. A pan. Because as everybody knows, Toad is a master in the kitchen. He makes the best omelets. I don't know if you knew that, but he does. He makes amazing omelets. Let's see how this goes in his hand. Is it going pretty good? Let's try it right now. Do-do-do-do. Oh, yeah, it goes in pretty easy. Boom. Look at that. He's going to make you an omelet right now. Fantastic. That's awesome. Pull it out like that. And then I also found this out, too. It also fits into the back of his backpack as well, too. If you want it to. If you want it to. Right there. Boom. So that's another way you can help him stand up, too. So you can have him kind of like a tripod. Sort of like that if you want him. See? It helps him stand. So I'll probably have it in his hand. I'll have him leaning forward a little bit. But that is Toad. That definitely looks like a cool-looking Toad. I like his vest. Look at that vest. It's almost like an Aladdin-type vest. He's running from the law. Street rat. I don't buy that. Anywho, that's Toad. Next up, we're going to look at Princess Peach. And I hope you like what you see.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster.
And so next up out of the packaging, we have Princess Peach, also known as Princess Toadstool, for those that know. She looks definitely like Princess Peach does out of the video game or the movie from what I've seen. She's got her cool white long gloves and her pink dress with a couple of different tones of pink. But I'll show you some of the articulation or lack thereof. She doesn't have too much. So her head is very limited to what she can do. It just kind of moves slightly this way, slightly that way, because her hair is kind of hindered by the big poofy shoulders that she has here. So she doesn't really have much head articulation at all. But she does have this waist swivel, which is nice because then that gives you she's able to turn in some directions if you need her to. And then her shoulders don't actually really move because of these poofy shoulders. But she's got that same 90-degree movement that Toad did with the elbow. But she also has wrist articulation too, so you can twist the wrists if you need to. But that's really all she has for articulation. Just a little bit of waist movement and arm movement. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Because her feet are like this. So yeah, it's not very much detail down here. They just kind of made it like a one-piece thing. It's hollow inside. And then just kind of like these little nubs for her feet. Little shoes. Which it would have been nice if they could have made it so that it was like a malleable, movable plastic where you could actually move her legs and stuff. But that would have taken a lot more, I guess, planning and engineering, and probably would have cost more in the long run for her as well too. But she does look cool. She definitely looks like Princess Peach does. She has the long, flowy blonde hair, the pink dress, and the crown up here, the pretty crown. And those eyes, look at those eyes. I like these eyes. They have like a look to them where they almost look like they're watching you no matter which way you turn. It's kind of cool. They're like a plastic in the front, and then the back where the iris and the pupil are. It makes it look like she's looking at you no matter where you are, which is kind of cool. And then the one thing she comes with, accessory, would be this umbrella, which I'm trying to think. I can't remember if she's used an umbrella in video games. I'm pretty sure she has. There's got to be a reason why she has this. But it's pretty simple. Pink and white, and it's got a heart top. It goes in her hand like so, because it's a pretty simple soft plastic, so it'll go in there pretty easily. Let's see how we get that in there. Get in there. Come on. There we go. Look at that. There you go. She's holding her umbrella, looking like a cool princess. So that'll do it for Princess Peach, who's voiced by Anya Taylor-Joy, who I think is, from what I've heard, sounds pretty much like a Princess Peach type. I don't think has a very distinct voice anyways, like Chris Pratt so much, or even a Keegan-Michael Key, but I think she does a good job from what I've seen so far. Can't wait to see the movie. So next up, we're going to do Luigi, so stay tuned for that.
Where am I? You just got Luigi.
And so next up out of the packaging, we got Luigi, the green guy, the taller of the Mario brothers. My personal favorite. I just always thought he was an underdog. Mario gets all the glory, and Luigi's always like his sidekick sort of thing. But I really love this guy. I'm liking this figure too. Like this looks really cool. He's got way more articulation than Princess Peach did. I'll say that much. Looking at him right now, just look at that mustache of his. That's classic Luigi mustache right there. Got the big old nose too, and again with the eyes too. He's got those eyes that follow you anywhere as you go. Pretty cool. I really like that look. I'm really liking the detail on this guy. Like he's even got they even colored in like the buttons, the brass buttons. You got like the pocket going on. Like the shoelaces are different colors. It's really cool. I'm really liking the way they did this. He's awesome. So I guess we'll go over some of the articulation. His head goes, it can go all the way around, I guess, if you want to. You don't really need to. Give him that scared look, I guess, that Luigi is known for, since he has his own Luigi's Mansion games and he chases ghosts. His hat doesn't come off. If you wanted to know that, it does not. It is stationary, which is totally fine, because who's gonna want without his hat on anyways? And then arms go up about that far. Yep. There you go, about 90 degrees. And then his elbow is a different type of pivot than they had on the other two figures I did. This is more of a ball joint, which is almost 90 degrees. Not quite, but it definitely moves more than the other ones did. And then his hand rotates like that at the wrist. So you can do a full wrist rotation. And that'll be the same on both sides, obviously. And then the legs, you can do, whoa, shoot, look at that. You can do pretty much Van Damme splits right there. Holy cow, good job, Luigi. And then his legs go forward and back pretty good too. Oh, look, they even painted like a little rivet there in the jeans. Like that's awesome. Forward and back, they go forward that far. Then the knee bends about that much. Yeah, I'm liking the way this looks, man. I'm just loving this. And then you got the foot rotation as well too, and whatnot. But yeah, obviously this is from the movie, because he's got the collar, and they didn't have collars in the video games. But you know that might just be like a thing that they decided not to do in the video games, because it's just more details they didn't need to imprint on the character. But yeah, he looks really cool. Got the brown hair, the white gloves. Just loving the way this guy looks. Voiced by Charlie Day, if you didn't know, who is the little guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And this, I might have to play a little bit around with. It's not as soft to put this in his hand, but he comes with this flashlight, obviously, which is his one accessory. And no, it does not turn on. It doesn't have any batteries or anything like that, but definitely looks like a flashlight. And it totally fits his character, being the guy that is always in the mansions, chasing the ghosts and flashing the ghosts and scaring them away and whatnot. So that totally works. But I will work on getting that in his hand, and you'll see it later on when it's in his hand. So next up, I guess we'll go with Mario, and we'll see how that guy fares. Stay tuned.
Okay.
And so next up, we got to open up Mario from the packaging, voiced by Chris Pratt, which I know is controversial to a lot of people, but from what I've heard so far, I'm kind of liking it. It's not exactly like the Mario that we know, the woohoo and let's go and all that, but you know, it's fine for me. I don't know if I need a whole movie of a voice like that. So Chris Pratt, I think, will do a just fine job of this character. But beyond that, let's take a look at this figure. Look at those eyes. He's got those crazy eyes that stare at you like the other guys have had. Pretty cool. Big old nose, got that mustache hiding the mouth. I love their mustaches. I'm jealous. I wish I could grow a mustache like these guys. Totally evocative of Mario and Luigi mustaches. Let's look at some of the articulation. Got the head going all the way around. Again, the hat does not come off. It stays right there. Shoulder goes all the way up like that. Pretty good. I'm assuming Luigi's went up that high too. I didn't quite show it go that high, but I'm guessing it does. And then his elbow goes about that far, as you can see. And then he does have the full wrist rotation there for the hand, where his gloves are. As a plumber, why would you wear white gloves? That doesn't seem like a very smart idea. I mean, those are definitely going to show some stains. What other articulation we got? Let's do the splits. Let's see what kind of splits we got. Not quite as much as Luigi. Look at that. Luigi had full splits. This guy's, maybe 3/4 of the way there. Not quite all the way. He doesn't go quite as far. But that's fine. He's a little stout guy. He doesn't have to go quite as high. I mean, Luigi, maybe that's why Luigi's able to jump so darn high, because he's more flexible in that way. Then his legs go forward that far. They go back that far. And then the knees go like that. And then you got the ankle movement for the foot. And look at, I like these, almost like these pants are a little too big for him. Look at the cuffs are like kind of saggy bog at the bottom there. That's kind of cool. I like that little bit of extra detail. And then the bottom there, I like the little extra detail too for the boots. They got the footprints. That's pretty cool. They're actually raised. You can feel it. So if I want to step on some snow, some sand, boom, you can totally make some footprints in the sand and the snow. There's the back of him. That's Mario's butt, which I think looks a little bit bigger than it did in the initial trailer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I remember that trailer. People were a little disappointed, like he didn't have much of a bum. Not like the Pixar ladies do. They always seem to have big bums when the Pixar guys are making their ladies' butts. They got the big butts and they cannot lie. And I'm talking way too much about Mario's butt already. Anywho, let's continue on. This is Mario. He looks really cool. I'm really happy with the way this guy turned out. So he comes with one accessory. Obviously, it's this plunger right here. And I thought, he could have come with maybe a plunger or even like a monkey wrench. Because, plumbers are known for like turning valves and turning pipes with monkey wrenches. So I thought it could have been either that or this. So obviously the plunger works, fits in his hand really easily. I'm really happy with that. Looks really cool. So I guess there's only one guy left to do, and he's the big bad guy. You know who I'm talking about. We're talking about Bowser. So stay tuned as we open him up.
Open the gates!
And so here he is, the big bad guy, Bowser, which is being voiced by Jack Black. And I think that is awesome casting, because I think Jack Black is just fantastic. I think he's just going to embody the character as much as he can, because you can tell he's just loving it. You see him in interviews talking about the movie. He just is having a great time with this character. He's got kind of a rocker feel to him, with the collars and like the bracelets and all the spikes going around him. And he's made of spikes. He's got horns. He's got red hair. And this figure just looks really cool. It definitely looks like Bowser. And he's big. He's definitely a big figure. So I guess let's look at some of the articulation that he has. One thing he doesn't have is head articulation. He doesn't have any movement in the head because, well, I'll show you in a minute why he doesn't, because there's a reason for it. But he does have some arm articulation. His arms bend about 90 degrees like that to there. And then he's got the wrist articulation like you would expect. He doesn't come with any accessories either. He just comes with this. And then he has one play feature that he has, which is really cool. And his shoulders move pretty good all the way around if you want to. His shell does move if you need it to as well too. It's pretty soft. It's a softer plastic. His knees move like that. So if you want to have him like sitting down, you can go ahead and have him sitting down. Not preferred pose, I guess, because it doesn't really look that great. But there you go. You can have his knees back up like that and have him kind of crouching like he normally does. It's kind of a standard Bowser pose right there. And then the feet twist as much as you need all the way around. So yeah, he does have decent articulation. He's got better than Peach anyways. But some things I'll show you which are really cool about this character. No, he doesn't have the crazy eyes that follow you anywhere you go, but he does have pretty cool eyebrows and pretty cool hair. And look at those horns, pretty sweet. So, like I was saying, I'll show you the tail too. Look at the tail. Spins all the way around. Got some articulation there. And then right here too, if you want to twist it around as well too, you can do that. And it is kind of a softer tail as well too. It's a softer plastic, almost like a foam feel to it, which is kind of like the same as the back here. This is almost like a foamy, rubbery kind of a feel to it. It's not like a super hard, so it's not going to hurt you if you run into it or something like that. But I will show you the coolest thing about this figure, and actually all of these figures, is the play feature that Bowser has, which is coming up right now. Look at that. He breathes fire. There's smoke coming out of his mouth, and there's flames in his mouth. That is so cool. That is one cool play feature that I really love about this guy. I don't know why more toys don't do this. They should totally do that. That is a really cool thing. I'll show you kind of how it works. You push this button here, which is part of his spikes, and then that's what starts the whole smoke effect. But what is the smoke, you wonder? Well, I'll show you right here. You take off his shell, which is pretty easy to actually take off. Just do it on camera. There you go. The shell comes off. It's one big piece like that. And then that's where the batteries go. So you unscrew this. You put in 3 AAA batteries. You turn it on. And then in the back of the head here, let's see if we can get that right there. You open it up. And it's kind of like a little spongy area where you got to put some water droplets in. So that's actually steam coming out. It comes with this thing here too. You fill this up with some water. You just kind of drip it in there. And then you turn it on and you hit the button. And then he's able to breathe fire, breathe smoke. This awesome play feature. It's something they didn't need to do, but I'm so glad they did, because it really adds to this character. And it really makes you feel like he's the Bowser that you know and love, or know and hate, if you will. So yeah, this is a really cool figure. This is definitely my favorite figure of the line so far. But I'll do a comparison of all of them together so you can see how they all kind of fit size-wise. But let's just see that one more time. That's just so cool. Oh, man. So cool. Really loving that. Okay, stay tuned. We're going to compare everybody together. So before I do the comparing with everybody else, I figured I'd show you what it looks like in the dark with his cool breathing effect. And that looks even cooler. Man, that's awesome. Really happy with that. Okay, let's compare everybody else. Stay tuned. And so as you can see, I've got the whole gang together. And Bowser definitely towers over everybody. He's just a big behemoth of a monster. What is he? Was he a dragon or some sort of a dinosaur? He's got a big shell on his back like a turtle. What is he? He's like a Koopa king, I guess. What the heck's a Koopa? Something that just been invented for the games, I guess. But he looks really cool with everybody here. Mario looks amazing. Luigi, Toad, Peach. I like the way everything scales in comparison to each other. Like, Peach should be taller than Mario, and Toad should be smaller than everybody else. So it totally works comparatively wise. And Bowser, he's been depicted as different sizes in all the different games, so you can't really say what size he's supposed to be, but this seems to be a good fit. I think this is a very good size. This is totally how it should be. I don't know how it is in the movie. Maybe he's bigger in the movie, but for toys-wise, this is perfect. I love this. Everybody looks really awesome. Really happy with how they turned out, and I can't wait to maybe get some more characters out of this line, out of this movie line. I don't know if they're going to do anymore. I haven't heard anymore. Like, I would love a Donkey Kong. Man, if they could do a Donkey Kong, that'd be freaking awesome. Totally put him against Bowser, have the two big guys. Oh, give me a gorilla any day of the week. I'll buy it. Maybe even some Koopas or some Goombas or some Shy Guys. Man, they got so many characters I would love to get out of that movie. But I guess for now, I'm CountryBoy9 with an underscore in there somewheres. Go ahead and check out some of my other videos. And also, I'm also on another channel with my friends called Wasted Opinions, where we talk about movies, TV shows, video games, and the like. Go ahead and check us out there. So, before I go, I got one question to ask you. What's your favorite power-up in the Mario games? I think mine would have to be the Tanuki suit. You look adorable as heck, like a little raccoon dude, and you get to fly, and you got the tail where you can whip bad guys, and you can turn into a statue. So, I mean, it's just win, 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 win all the way around. It's just probably the best you could ever get. I mean, yeah, you can have firepower, or you can have, the P-Wing where you can just fly constantly. But I mean, I'm only thinking Mario Brothers 3 here. So what's your favorite from all the Mario Brothers games? Let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm Country Boy, and we'll be seeing you later. Bye-bye.